In the last tutorial, I showed you the basics of painting the screen. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you some more advanced screen painting features by using an actual document, namely a tax form. To save some time, I've already made a standard job for this form called tax form. This one has several record formats. You can see how I've linked the first record format to the second, then the second goes to the third, and the third comes back to the first again. This defines the order in which the record formats will be presented to the keyer. It may seem a trivial thing to have to specify, but there are times when you can combine a clever linking arrangement with field edits to do some neat things, but I'd only recommend it for the most complicated documents. The first record format lists the taxpayer's name and address. The second format lists the first page of dollar amounts. The rest of this tutorial deals with the third format, which represents some interesting challenges. I've lined up the fields so that they mostly match the orientation of the original document, and it looks decent enough, but if you were to try and use this record format, you would run into a problem. Even though 39 lines are shown on this window, the keyer's window is different and will only show 22 lines at a time. Unibase will automatically scroll a record format when it needs to go to a field that is not currently visible, but you can have more control over how the screen appears if you plan your record formats with this 22-line limit in mind. Now, the best way to fix this record format would be to split it into two record formats, just like I did with the first page of the form. However, in order to show you some of the advanced features of Unibase, I'm going to willfully force this page of the form into one record format by putting it into two columns. I'll select all these fields by dragging the lasso around them, press Ctrl X to cut them from the screen, then drop them here on the right side of the screen with Ctrl V. Everything now fits in only 20 lines, as well as setting us up perfectly to talk about keying order. By default, a keyer keys fields from left to right, then top to bottom, which means if I don't change anything, the keyer would go from item 20 to item 28A, then 28E, and then back around to 21. That's more than a little awkward. The way to fix this is with the keying order feature. By clicking on this button, I'm taken to a mode that allows me to choose the order fields will be keyed in. Notice the warning message. Tag-only fields are not ordered, but non-display fields are. The keyer never keys non-display fields, but Unibase still needs an order for them because of field edits. Most field edits do different things based on which field is active. If you want your field edit to do something special with a non-display field, which you will, Unibase needs to know when that field is active in order to do the right thing at the right time. Back to keying order. Once past the warning message, assigning keying order is easy. I simply click on the fields in the order I want them keyed, starting with the first column and then the second column. And that's it. Another compromise I made in condensing this page onto one record format is toying with the alignment of all the fields under item 28. It isn't immediately obvious that this 28 here is the same as the 28 on the form here. If keyers start to complain, I can make this stand out more by assigning a different color to 28A through 28G. The color assignments are here. You can change both the tag and the field separately. I'm going to change the color of the tag. It stands out more. The choices available to me are historical and refer to when the only monitors available were monochrome, and these options were the only way to make a field stand out. While we have kept the historic names, their actual meanings are assigned by the user. So even though I'm going to choose blink, what I get is yellow. Again, this could be changed, but I like yellow. Forgive me while I cheat and cut to the fields already replaced. Now it's a lot more obvious that these 7 fields are different from the 8th one in line. This finishes covering all the options in Paint the Screen related to data entry. So in the next tutorial, we're going to move on to the other main interface in the record format generator, checkbox edits.